Hammond, Indiana is hosting its annual summer festival this weekend, but this year there is a bit of a different energy. With the possibility of the Bears moving there, there's now some more attention on that event.
Yeah, also with the focus on the location that's right on the Indiana-Illinois state line, one Chicago alderman is already looking at ways to rezone the area next to what might be Hammond Stadium. Political reporter Mary Ann Ahern here now with the very latest. Mary Ann?
Good afternoon to both of you. Yes, there is no downtime for the Hammond Bears proposal. This weekend, city leaders there have invited the Bears, the management, to visit and see how their music festival is run.
We'll have 25,000 people watching Jelly Roll play tomorrow night at the Pavilion, which is in the general area where the Bears are looking.
Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott knows there will be more eyes this year on the Festival of Lakes, and not just because Jelly Roll will be performing. He's expecting Bears officials to also attend.
They're invited. In fact, we're trying to get some of the acts to wear Bears jerseys.
This is where the Chicago Bears are conducting soil testing. Wolf Lake Terminals, very close to the Illinois border.
It's got to be close to the border because the Bears don't want to be really far inside Indiana. They want you all in downtown Chicago to be able to easily access the stadium. So they want to be as close as possible on the Indiana side of the border.
You could walk there if you want to. Very short bike ride on top of the border.
Chicago Alderman Peter Chico, whose 10th ward is the closest to the stadium site in Hammond, can't help but think of the future possibilities.
Game day, people are going to want to spend time in Chicago. We're the closest neighborhood, the closest ward to Hammond, Indiana. It's literally hugging the border. So they're going to want to eat, drink, patronize Chicago before going to see the Chicago Bears.
Hammond residents, however, they're still wary a multi-billion-dollar stadium will be built near their backyard.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to come this far. I think it's still going to be in Chicago. That's my opinion, but till they break ground.
Yeah.
You feel the same way?
Yeah, and it's kind of wait and see. We'll see what happens, and then we'll see if it's good or bad.
Well, Mayor McDermott tells us the Indiana lawmakers will need to go back to the Indiana General Assembly and tweak the bill that passed in February to take into account some changes made since they've started pinpointing this new location.
So many moves.
Yeah.
Still.
Interesting to hear the hesitation on Indiana's, but we've heard a lot of people think they're coming. Those two folks you talked to, they're waiting.
Right, they're waiting to see. They
We're
want to
all
see
waiting.
those shovels in the ground.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Mary Ann. We know you'll be following.